This thing is so fucking huge, dude.
It is a beluga whale. To put it into perspective.
I come up to like there.
Hey, look. That doesn't matter. Damn, I'm like 8 feet, 6 feet tall.
8 feet tall.
What is this?
Down? Well, this isn't flip down, but these flip, they go flat. Fold this bad boy down, it goes flat.
So you have converted to the truck life now, for real.
I threw a bunch of junk in there, but
Is this how you treat your bed? You got leaves
Yeah,
on
dude.
there.
I got little nets for the windows. You roll the window down, you put a net over it so bugs can't get
So
in.
you part of that van life now?
Yeah, dude. I spent many a night in here.
This is problem number one as to why I need a roof rack. Because this thing is really stupid.
What was the purpose of getting this?
Shower? To shower.
Wash your ass on the hike.
Or you wash your dishes or your dog. Damn, maybe it might have ran out of pressure.
Ugh.
So today, we're gonna be swapping out my stock roof rack, which sucks, and my water tank and my awning barely fit on it. They both scratched my roof because they didn't fit properly on it. But we're replacing it with this AL off-road roof rack. Look how cool this is right here.
Boy,
It's a little Sequoia tree.
that boy pressed. That's actually pretty cool though.
It's cool. But yeah, we don't actually get any instructions with this. This is all that we get.
Another day of just
Parts list, bolt list, a description of your parts list, and then bags and bags and bags and bags of bolts and nuts that I don't even know where they go. So we're gonna try to do this relatively quickly because I have to drive this home tonight and it's already what, 5 o'clock? 4 o'clock?
4:37.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna work pretty quick on this. We're gonna set up a GoPro on the back and then we'll just fill you in with anything weird. The one thing that I do know that's gonna be weird is taking out the factory roof rack bolts because they don't supply you with roof rack bolts. And I don't know why, but I've heard that they're a pain to get out because they have Loctite in them.
So you need to get some PB blaster.
Get a little bit of heat. You heat
And
up the
some heat.
Loctite, then break it. Because I think that they're Torx bits, so you know they're just gonna.
Yep.
It's not.
correct.
Yeah. If it's not hot or lubed up, you're probably gonna strip it, especially since it's a fucking 7, almost 8-year-old bolt.
Innovation at its finest.
You're just doing this all iPhone.
Mixture of
What are you,
both.
Goon Squad?
Hey,
Look at the amazing front end. If you remember it before, which you probably don't. We made a video, but all the footage was deleted somehow. Xavier messed it all up.
one of the
we
cards.
installed Morimoto headlights, stock 2018 plus TRD grill. Gotta show you the DRLs because that's what everybody cares about. Oh yeah. Yeah, so there's another company that makes lights just like this. That's Aloffroad. I don't know. I've heard questionable things about their build quality. And apparently their DRLs are super dull. But honestly, these ones are almost too bright. Like when I pull up the cars, even in broad daylight, I can see my headlights reflecting on their tailgate.
It looked good though.
Yeah. So basically, well, with the roof rack, we're going to be installing this light bar. I've tried wrapping it with yellow to match like my fog lights you can see on the car, which I'm going to get rid of. These are the ditch lights. But the yellow kind of makes it look like a greenish blue color. But if you shine an LED behind this, it almost looks exactly like this. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see when it's installed, if it's a good match. It's definitely better than the yellow tint. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. We're gonna pop off these side caps and then hopefully we can get the bolts out of the roof.
And go straight to time lapse.
Well, the time lapse already started. Oh, and we painted the brake calipers. Cool. Yeah. Classic. The yellow.
Oh, that boy
With
loves
the
some
browns.
yellow.
Yeah. Yellow's the best brake caliper color.
This is the only difference when we work on trucks versus the cars.
What, rust?
Well,
Well, I mean, it's just
not
like,
rust. I'm talking about everything being tall. I didn't finish my sentence.
Oh.
I was trying to gather my breath. But,
Well, also, it's lifted,
yeah.
and I have big ass wheels on it, which are honestly probably slightly too large.
Someone asked for your
Shit.
wheel fitment. I mean, your wheel setup.
Oh, really? 18 by 9.5 plus 15, or maybe 12. And then the tires are 3 15 70 17s. When in doubt, cut a chunk of your roof rack out.
And grab the nipple pliers.
Shout out to Nipex.
It gets the job done.
Yeah, this is sponsored by Nipex. They sent me these. You know what's hilarious?
What?
I don't know if I should even say this in a video, but well, I'll say it in the video anyway. Remember we got those Nylite lights for free? And we were like, after a while, we're like, we have no use for these. We're never gonna make a video with them. I guess they didn't say anything, so who cares? And now we're on like video, what? 3 of installing Nylite lights? No, we didn't record yours.
Nope.
You have Nylights.
I have footage of it. We just
Okay.
didn't do a formal install.
Yeah, on your sick roof rack? Light rack? I don't even know. What do you call that?
Light bar?
I didn't realize, was that the kind that clamps around the edges and you're supposed to screw it into your... Oh.
I just clamped them to my roof
Yeah,
rack.
good thing we didn't do that. Okay, you ready?
We live, baby.
I don't know if this really matters because I don't know how many people are actually going to be doing this specific roof rack, but they're all very similar. But basically, these are all numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they have that number drilled into them. So there's 1 hole for this one and 2 holes for this one. So you just match that to here. So then the 1, and you look here, what is 1? Driver's side bracket. So this one goes on the driver's side. These angles curve inward. And then you just use these nuts. They slide in there, slide in there. And you want to put them on this side and not the side with the openings. So each of them has a closed side and an open side. And this is so you can add accessories later on, where these ones, you don't need to be able to remove them, and you actually probably don't want that, because if for whatever reason these nuts slid into those holes, your roof rack could lift up. I mean, highly unlikely, but I guess it's possible. Just leave these nuts loose when you're setting it up there, because you're gonna have to make sure it's hanging off evenly on both sides. I almost forgot to mention that, but that's a very important part, because you don't want to be trying to line them up and like scratching your roof, trying to move them. Yeah, just grab the bar. Now you just slide it to line up with the holes.
It's that OPOV, you got it?
Yeah. It doesn't have to be perfect. I only lost 3 bolts in the removal of them. These are M6 25 millimeter. And with this washer, the bolt length is exactly the same as the factory bolts. This one's gonna be sitting a little bit lower, like with the washer. Almost the exact same height. And then this is a M8 washer, which then has about the same exact surface area as the stock bolt.
He said it was only going to take about how long again?
I don't even know what we said. Got your crossbar bars all installed. Install these little brackets. These triangles line up with these triangles, so it's pretty idiot proof. I literally just said these line up with the triangles and then started to bolt it in not lined up to the triangles. So then look, that just goes right in that notch. This bolts into the crossbar. Come on. This is the one part that's like, the threads are a little coarse. And those just go right through there.
Little Sequoia tree.
Oh yeah. And I don't know what the back hole is for. You see the one behind this Sequoia?
Yeah.
I've seen pictures online, but I've never seen anybody with a bar there. But I do have one smaller bar, so I'm assuming that that's where that goes. And if that is not where that goes, I don't know where else I would put it, so I'm gonna put it there. You
Now
gotta
it's
block that
time
wind.
for the final piece. to
Final
make it
piece for today.
Look legit.
Yeah, it's getting a little late and we have a long day again tomorrow. Then the light bar is gonna bolt into, I guess one of the crossbars goes here for the light bar, because the light bar is gonna bolt right through here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I'm gonna put two more bolts and two more nuts on that side. Line it up. It has a lot of adjustment height-wise. Oh yeah, this is gonna be really epic, this introduction. Bam! It's like, so this is what I came up with. I cut some nuts down because I ran out of the little wumbo washer thing. That's what they call it. So I ground some nuts, slid them in there, ran these bolts in, nice and secure. I measured the distance between here and here to match this, so I know that it's centered. So when we put it up there, it should line right up. All right, so now you gotta just turn it and give me a hand putting this thing up there.
All right, I'll meet you over at the car. I could have did that. He was just doubting my skills.
Damn, look at that. Kind of like it like that, because if it was any higher, then it would just stick up higher than this. But it kind of tucks behind that. Oh yeah, I also removed my ditch lights with the yellow tip on them. Oh, which also, look at this beautiful wire right here. I didn't even use any adhesive or anything. I'm gonna see how well it works, but look how like wide this is. It's probably a 1/4 inch wide. So you can tell how deep it tucked in that gasket, and it is hard to push in there. So I think it's gonna be hard to pull out. I can't really go underneath of this because it's window urethane to the glass, so I don't have a nice cover like this to run it through. I honestly don't think it's gonna come out, and if it does, I might just use some emblem adhesive. Basically, all I did was use the harness that came with, or it's not the same one that came with this light, but it's really similar. I just took the plastic sheathing off, just so it was just the two wires, wrapped them super tight, and they fit perfectly in here. So this is all wrapped with electrical tape like 1,000 times. Figured if I do it cleanly the first time, it won't bother me. I'm not drilling holes in my roof. So look, you can't even tell. Look at that. Yeah, that won't bother me at all. It's literally exactly what I want. Overall, pretty good. I think they still have a few kinks to work out, but it looks dope. It has a light bar. I haven't seen anybody else with this roof rack with a light bar, so it's pretty exciting. I think I'm one of the first people to actually get the one with the light bar cut out. All right, like, comment, subscribe.